My name is Alfredo Conce. Our first story, some technical committee members of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders want the Ministry of Trade and Industry to give stakeholders a chance to make inputs into the Ghana International Trade Commission bill. They argue the bill would, among others, burden the system with more taxes.
The Ghana International Trade Commission Act 2014, which is currently before Parliament, seeks to establish a commission responsible for ensuring that Ghana's international trade conforms with international rules and regulations. Even though Ghana is a signatory to the World Trade Organization's Agreement on International Trade, not all the rules in the agreement are adhered to.
We are about setting up systems and institutions which will enable us become compliant with the WTO obligation.
At a workshop organized for stakeholders to highlight the contents of the bill, some stakeholders asked for a chance to make inputs.
This is the first time we are meeting. We have cited this document, and from here we are also going to sit down and then we'll make recommendations. We'll write a paper, we'll submit it to our parliamentarian. A few weeks ago, there's been lots of taxes already that's been imposed on Ghanaians, and it's becoming quite unbearable.
A technical committee member of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, Frank Sapong, questioned the independence of the commission.
A section says the minister can write to the commission and they are supposed to oblige by whatever the minister writes to them. So we will have to talk to our parliamentarians to see if they can water down that.
Currently, the Tariff Advisory Board is the administrative body that advises the Minister of Trade and Industry on issues regarding tariffs, but this board would be dissolved when the bill is passed. The Commission, when it comes into force, would have the mandate to enforce safeguard measures like anti-dumping and countervailing duties and any other measure which affects fair trade.
Now, UT Bank has organized a business forum for small and medium-scale enterprises in Accra to help them grow the businesses. The forum, which will be held quarterly, will also offer innovative business solutions to entrepreneurs.
UT Bank has a primary focus of helping small and medium-scale enterprises, SMEs, to grow with loans. It is estimated that by the end of 2024, SMEs will create 60% of jobs in the country. In order to further enhance the activities, UT Bank organized a forum for SMEs to equip them with innovative business solutions. The UT SME Clinic was themed Funding Your Business Strategies, Options and Considerations. The forum brought together entrepreneurs and experts in the sector. The Chief Executive Officer of UT Bank, Stephen Entry Asemen, said the bank recognizes the importance of the SME sector to the development of the economy.
It is about financing, it is about taxes, and it's also about management. SMEs need to properly structure themselves, they need to respect corporate governance, they need to put in place bookkeeping and accounting records and structures. They need to also invest in their own succession.
A senior investment officer of Oasis Capital, Richard Siao, who made a presentation on alternative sources of SME funding, underscored the need for business entities to plan areas to invest in long and short-term loans.
It's necessary as SMEs. We don't always think bank funding is always all that is left. I think there are various sources of funding that I've spoken about. Be prepared for the opportunity. Get the right management team. Know your competition very well. Know your market very well.
All right, so Social Computers Limited, designers of fire prevention equipment, have schooled 34 safety officers on the use of early fire warning systems. This was after the management of Ghana Water Company Limited procured and installed over 200 fire prevention equipment at the country's headworks and stations.
34 safety officers of the Ghana Water Company Limited were trained on how to use early fire prevention equipment. The group were drawn from various stations countrywide where over 200 early fire warning equipment have been installed. The installation of the fire prevention equipment comes in the wake of sporadic fires, both domestic and institutional.
Many institutions or governmental institutions, they are empty in the night. So the early fire warning system, when it installs, it picks the geolocation and sends the location of the fire to the nearest control room, which has been supplied with a console to receive the information, and went without any human involvement.
Social Computers Limited have also installed 216 fire systems at offices of district and metropolitan assemblies nationwide to also help curtail increasing fires at some governmental offices.
Social Computers will undertake the maintenance for about 5 years. So it's not something we are putting there and leaving it there. You know, we are investing a lot in it, and therefore we should ensure that it is working.
The Director of Policies, Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation of the Ghana National Fire Service, Kwame Kwating, appealed to the public to also purchase basic fire safety gadgets for their homes. A simulation exercise was organized for the safety officers to test their preparedness at the Tema Regional Ghana Water Company office and the Tema Regional Fire Station.
Now, trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange for the week ended with its key benchmark index inching up 1.74 basis points to close at a year-to-date loss of 0.74%. Total capitalization of listed companies stood at 56.5 billion Ghana cedis.
Total traded shares went up by 656%, following the exchange of 3,583,448 shares, which was valued at 1,837,745 cedis, an increase of 118.58% compared to last week. EcoBank Transnational Incorporated recorded the highest traded shares in the week after contributing 3,027,325 of total traded shares, representing 84%. The market continued in negative trading, ending the week at a year-to-date loss of 0.74%.
We are expecting results of companies to start coming in, so it depends on where investors think the results will go. Some of them may think that they will need to probably sell off their equities, and in doing that, some of them may sell at a discount. This also being an election year, usually we tend to get a little impact of, especially for foreign holders who are not too sure how the elections will go. Sometimes they tend to sell off their shares.
Gainers for the week were Société Générale Ghana, appreciating 1.25% in value, and GCB 0.27%. and GCB 0.27%. Losers for the week were Produce Buying Company, losing 20% of its value, SIC 5%, EcoBank Transnational Incorporated 3.85%, PZ Company 3.23%, and HFC Bank 1.90%.